Hey guys, it's BMF again, and I've got another episode of Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones for you guys. Last time we left off, we just stopped at Castle Frelia to get some new units and some gold. Right now I'm just managing my items real quick, making sure that everybody has what they need, giving Gilliam a vulnerary because he didn't have one, and they're useful to have on the field. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and head to Ide and continue on with the story. So, King Hayden couldn't really give us like an actual army to assist us, so all that we have that he gave us is Vanessa, Mulder, and Gilliam, which I guess is enough help in of itself, because they do prove to be useful from time to time. Chapter 2, The Protected. Because Seth is such an awesome guy, he's mapped out a route for us, and we're gonna go ahead and try to pass through Ide. Vanessa's going to scout ahead, because she can do that, because, you know, she has a horse that flies. And the reason why Erica brings up Bowman here is because Pegasus Knights are very weak to anybody with a bow and arrow. Like, at this point of the game, if I got shot with a bow, Vanessa would just die instantly. Ooh, and we've got some nasty looking bandits here. And they want to pillage these villages here. We can't let them do that. Oh, we got a couple new characters here. This is Ross and his father, whose name I believe is Garcia. And they're in a bit of trouble right now, because their village just got destroyed. Oh no, Ross is hurt. Garcia's calling out for help. It's a good thing we've got a Pegasus Knight right there to hear that. So, one of our missions for this chapter is going to be to make sure that Ross and Garcia make it out alive. Another mission of this chapter is going to be that we visit all of the villages before the bandits do, so that they don't get destroyed. Because we can't let innocents be harmed. These people are of Renee. We can't just let them be pillaged. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to try to get Ross close enough to Mulder for him to heal the boy. Which means that we're going to make use of Vanessa by having her fly over to Ross and rescue him. And then we're just going to have her wait there with the boy and start moving everyone else in. Garcia is going to be on his own for a little bit, but that's alright. He can take care of himself for now. And we're going to have Erica stop at this village. This poor old lady's scared. Thinks that the village is doomed. But never fear. We shall save you all. This chick over here seems a little suspicious of us. We can't let her know that we're the Princess of Renee. That would be very bad. Because she's a general in Gredo's army. So that means that she's an enemy. But she doesn't really seem like all that bad of a person. Maybe she's not a complete scumbag like the rest of her country. So, basically, she's telling us to save these people. And Erica's kind of surprised. that somebody that from Grado is actually kind. And she's giving us a red gem as a gift. Red gems aren't particularly useful. They're just items to be sold for gold. So I guess that means that they're kind of useful, but I don't know. Ooh, and Garcia just took out that bandit because he's got a hand axe, which is a ranged weapon. Makes it quite handy. We're gonna go ahead and drop Ross right here. And we're gonna keep Vanessa fairly close to Garcia so that maybe we can pick him up on the next turn. We're gonna use our staff on Ross. And that's pretty much the only time that Mulder's going to get experience. Unless I can get Garcia over to him. And then we're gonna have Irica talk to Ross so that he'll join our team and we can actually move him, because right now he's on a third team that basically moves independently. And he's basically asking us to help Garcia. So now that we have Ross, we're going to move him up here to visit this village to protect this place so that they don't get destroyed. And that girl gave us an elixir, which is basically a stronger vulnerary. It'll be useful later on when we have too much health for a vulnerary to actually be useful anymore. I'm going to go ahead and have Seth move down here because he can take care of himself rather well. Has no reason to be afraid of anybody on this map. And we're going to stop at this armory here. Armories are where you can go to buy weapons, obviously. We're just going to go ahead and pick up an iron sword and an iron lance for now, just to have extra stock. Not really concerned about the slim weapons right now. They are better for people who aren't very strong because they are light, but as a drawback they are also quite weak. Ooh, this guy wants a piece of Franz. I was only able to attack once, which is unfortunate because if I had been fast enough to attack twice, that would have been a dead bandit. Ooh, and Garcia wanted that archer. I don't even feel bad. Alright, Garcia's in just enough range for me to come over here and pick him up. So that he'll at least be safe for the time being, and I don't have to worry about an archer anymore, which is great. Because I definitely do not want Vanessa to die right here on Chapter 2. That would just be insulting. We're going to go ahead and use Franz to take this guy out. Tie that little loose end up. And we got a couple new bandits that stopped right in front of that village. So we got to get rid of them real fast. Send that vulnerary that we just got from that guy to the supply unit, which basically holds all of the excess items that I can't carry on my person. We're going to go ahead and move Irica down. I'm going to keep Garcia fairly distant from those bandits because he'll be at a disadvantage since he uses lances and they have axes. Let's move Ross down here. I'm probably not really going to use him at all for this map just because he is rather fragile and I don't want him to die. I'm going to have Seth... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and have him kill this guy. Just to get him out of the way. And got one-shotted because Seth is God. Now, these guys over here are standing on mountains, so their evasion is going to be really high. Trying to attack them is probably not really going to do a whole lot of good at this point, but I want to at least try to do something. So let's hope that I can get a hit here. There we go. Ooh, and you dodged it. Good job, Franz. The more often I dodge, the better. And Franz is the only one actually in any danger at the moment. We're going to go ahead and have Vanessa move back over here. Go ahead and drop Garcia. Use Molder to heal him, even though it's just 2 points. But it doesn't have any effect on how much experience he gains from it. He's still going to get 11 every time. And then we're going to have Ross talk to Garcia to get him to join us. And now we have Garcia. So we're going to have him wait over here by Franz to back him up if need be. And we're going to keep heading down towards this village to try and see if we can protect it. I'm going to have Erica wait right here, just out of their range, just to be safe. And we're going to go ahead and slap Seth right next to her. Gilliam can just stay right there, out of the way. Oh, and this guy wants a piece of Seth. Silly person. You can't take on God. Aw, Franz missed. That's kind of unfortunate. And the boss wants a piece of Seth too. Wow, you're all just silly people. See, it's really hard not to use Seth to kill everyone because you just can't help it. And that got Seth a level up. That's not too bad. Franz is doing pretty good at dodging their attacks at least, so that's useful. Don't have to worry about him too much. Let's see. Oh, good. Seth can make it to the village. Oh no, bandits! And I got another item. Alright, so now we're gonna just try to pick these guys off. I'm just gonna go ahead and have Ross throw his hatchet at this guy, just because it's a ranged weapon and there's really no repercussions. Because I'm just gonna have Garcia finish him off. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. I would have been rather upset if he missed right there. Alright, now all that's left to do is take care of this guy. Because all I really needed to do in this chapter... Ooh, that was a nice crit. Good job, Franz. But yeah, all I really needed to do in this chapter was defeat all the bandits. I didn't really have to go to the villages. I didn't really have to save Ross or Garcia. I just needed to kill everybody. But, you know, why not recruit some people while I'm at it and get free things? Because free things are always good. And Seth recognizes Garcia because he was a part of the Renee army. But he retired because he basically spent all his life fighting and didn't leave any time for his family. And then his wife ended up dying, so he decided that he was gonna quit so that he could spend time with their son and to protect him and whatnot. But Ross was all mad because how could he not want to fight? So now he's just trying to convince Garcia to change his mind because we need a warrior like him. Having some axe-using units will balance out the party rather nicely, actually, because right now I don't think I even have anybody that can use axes. It's going to take Ross a long time to actually be useful at all. but he'll get there eventually. And this guy just pointed out a special bracelet that Irika's wearing. It must look very nice if he noticed it. So, he's warning to be careful of wearing something so openly. Because, it might attract unwanted attention. Like the attention of thieves, perhaps. And now Irika's thinking about her brother. Flashback time to 3 years ago. Irika's having Ephraim teach her how to fight. Because she doesn't want to rely on him protecting her all the time. She wants to be able to fight for herself. Because just because you're a lady doesn't mean that you can't kick ass. And she wants to be able to protect her brother someday. Who knows? Maybe she will. Oh, hey, who's this guy? Well, he took off rather quick. And Seth noticed that her bracelet is gone. That guy just stole it. Seth wants to go kick his ass. Alright. So now that we've actually completed that chapter, I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode right here. Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw. So until next time, Black Moonflower out.